go to Walmart and like buy it for like $20.
I don't have any consoles.
I do.
Well, I've got a Switch, but that's not going to be released on the Switch.
As amazing as the Switch is.
You know, Switch would explode trying to render that game.
They finally put Final Fantasy VII on the Switch, the original.
Why have that on my emulator?
Yeah.
So, there's no incentive there.
I still haven't played Final Fantasy VII.
At all?
No. That was my cousin's favorite all-time game, and that's all he would talk about was Final Fantasy VII and stuff. It's like one of those games I've always wanted out, like I would play, but I haven't got around to it. But I own a physical copy.
Well, you know what's kind of funny is Final Fantasy VII. That wasn't the first RPG I ever played. It was the first RPG I ever played all the way through, and it was the first Final Fantasy game I ever played. And I played that and absolutely loved it. And then 8 came out, and I played that and absolutely loved it. Well, I really liked it. I want to say loved it. The ending was alright.
8. That's the one with Titus, right?
No, it's 10.
Okay.
8 is with Leon.
Yes, Leon.
Squall. I didn't care for the Guardian function, whatever. Like the summoning. I don't like it in that game. Injunctioning stuff, I didn't care for. But anyways, and they both have a similar setting. It's very modern technology and stuff.
Yeah.
And then 9 came out, and it was all medievally. And I remember playing 9 and being like, "What the fuck is this game? Why?" And I had no clue that 1 through 6 were all medievally, and 7 and 8 were the total outliers. And 9 was getting back to form. But 6. Have you played 6?
I know of 6.
6 is probably the best one.
Because that's the one with the clown as
Well, where you're this group of good guys, and you got this idiot clown with you, and
the clown turned out to be the bad guy.
Yeah, he's been pulling the strings the whole time, and he wins.
Yeah.
The middle of the game, you lose, and you have to. The world is shattered, and you have to fight your way back.
That in the Americas, that was
Final.
Final. That was called Final Fantasy 3. Yeah.
Which I can remember being confused when number 7 came out, going 7. What? They're only up to 3. What? Where's 4, 5, and 6? 6 of. As much as I love that they're doing a Final Fantasy VII remake,
you would love to see
6 needs a remake. 6 desperately needs a remake. Now, when they released it on PlayStation, it was the same game, but they added full motion video sequences, which was cool.
Yeah.
But 6 needs a remake. It desperately needs a remake. Even if you made it with PlayStation 2 graphics, I don't care.
I think they're remaking
3D model.
I think they're in the process of remaking the first one.
Ugh, who cares? First one was terrible. 6 needs it. 6 is the best. 7 is my favorite, but 6 is the best. It's like the Rocky movies. Rocky 1 is the best. Rocky 4 is my favorite, though.
That's the one with Drago, right?
Yes, Ivan Drago.
I would say probably 3 is my favorite.
What? The Mr. T one?
Yes! Just because it's past Mr. T in it, that's why it's my favorite. I love Mr. T.
No! Freaking Hulk Hogan's in it? 3? Nobody says 3!
I say 3.
Everybody knows 1 is the best one. And most everybody's favorite is 4.
I like 4.
And then if 4 is not your favorite, 2 is your favorite because he actually wins at the end of that one. Nobody says 3. People like 3 more than 5 only because 5's total dog shit.
Which one happened? What happened in 5? That was
That's where he loses all his money. He comes back from Russia, and Paulie had signed away power of attorney to their accountant, which makes no sense that Paulie could do that. And their accountants spent all of their money, and now they're broke. And Adrian, like Rocky's wife, fixes that entire movie. The very first 10 minutes, she's like, Rocky, do some commercials. And then he just goes, I'm not doing commercials. He's like, oh, I'm gonna fight again. But he's got so much brain damage from Ivan Drago, he can't fight. He can't be cleared to fight.
Yeah.
And so they go back to living in like some hovel in Philadelphia, and then he trains this asshole named Tommy Gunn, and and they have a street fight in the end. It's so stupid, and it's kid, because at the end of Rocky IV, his son in the movie is like 8 years old, maybe 7, and then in Rocky V, Stallone wanted his real life son to play his son in the movie. Well, his son's like 14. Who gives a shit though? Cast him. And I can remember the first time I watched Rocky V, they were having a Rocky marathon. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All in a row. And it was when I was like 13 or something. And so I watched 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get to 5, and then he steps off the plane and his son greets him. And I just remember thinking, how long was he in Russia? The kid was like 8 years old when he left. Now he's what?
Time warp.
But like, that movie is, because Stallone directed it. It was like Shatner. It was like if you had a franchise and you got to number 5, if you have this, apparently the star has to direct and they have to do a shitty job at it because it's like Star Trek 5. Because it's like. He goes, I'm doing commercial agents. Like, Rocky 3 starts out showing him do commercials and ads and all this stuff. He's on the Muppets. Like, do some fucking commercials. Or, God forbid, just sell your services as a trainer. You were the reigning, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. People would be flocking to you for advice, and all you have to do is go like, $100,000 a year, and I'll train you to be like, come on!
How much?
It's such a manufactured bullshit issue in that movie.
Crap! What was the name of the trainer?
Mick.
Yes, Mick.
Just spilled water on the recording equipment.
Oh no! Oh no! Did Mick get any money out of that?
Like, presumably he was his manager, so he'd get a percentage of all his winnings as a heavyweight, champ. But like, that movie infuriates me because like. She brings up like, we'll just do some endorsements and we'll be fine. And he's like, refuses to for whatever reason.
Yeah, we got Fat Mats.
Ugh. No, we're at 23 minutes.
Yeah, well, you want to call this a short?
You're just sick of hearing me rant about Rocky.
No, I was actually going to bring up like, Didn't Schwarzenegger direct any of the Terminator films?
No. I think he produced. Maybe he was a producer on number 2, and he was a producer on 3. I know he was a producer. He didn't direct it though. I don't think Schwarzenegger's ever directed anything actually.
Look it up.
Other than the state of California.
The governor.
Let's see, IMDb.
Our best friend. I'm just saying, like, I want to say he directed something. He has to watch him be the director of Twins.
Director, he's got 2. Okay, he directed 1 episode of Tales from the Crypt.
Which episode?
Let's see. It doesn't say. Wait a minute, episode 93? No, there's 93 episodes. No, it doesn't say which one he directed.
I'd say because you're a big fan of Tales of the Crypt.
Oh, I love that show. And he directed a TV movie in 1992, Christmas in Connecticut.
Who was the star?
Diane Cannon and Chris Christopherson. I think I've seen this. But yeah, the director, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Huh.
And that's it.
Smart move.
And Stallone, see what Stallone has directed. Stallone's directed a few things, and they're not all bad.
I do love
Rocky 5 is bad.
I do love Expendables.
Yeah, they're fun action movies to watch.
I think they only did 3 of them?
The 4th one is coming out, actually.
Good. I was hoping. I'm not gonna lie, I've been having kind of the urge to rewatch Expendables. Those were fun films. It's like, you know what Expendables kind of reminds me of? Murder, She Wrote. Now hear me out.
How? Please, I want to hear this. How Expendables remind you of Angela Lansbury solving crimes in Cape Calico, Maine. Please, go ahead.
So, you know the history behind Murder, She Wrote, right? Like why? So, Angela Lansbury started that show more along the lines so she could give her friends and a lot of the older people a chance to keep their pension in acting and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So that's the thing, because a good chunk of that, then let's look at Expendables. When was the last time half of that cast had an action role, and how long?
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
So it's just like, hey guys, let's get together. Let's do an action movie so we can just keep our pensions.
They're doing a new Cliffhanger movie.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
You mean the guy from Read Between the Lines? Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff. And that's why they call Cliffhanger. No, I have no idea what Cliffhanger is.
The Stallone movie from the 90s. He was a rock climber.
Okay, I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. Well, they're making a new one.
We just need to make a podcast of just what I haven't seen. I think that
I don't know if we have that much time, Cottle. Have you seen Rambo?
Yes, I've seen Rambo.
Okay.
I've seen most of Rambo.
I've seen a good chunk of 3, right?
I've seen
the shitty one where he's in Afghanistan. Yeah.
3's the best one. I've seen that's
no. Who's the best one?
That's the thing. A good chunk of the movies and stuff I've seen, it's just whenever they pop on, it's I'd watch it, but continuously looking for something else to watch. Preferably something animated. But
this has been 30 minutes in hell.
It has been 30 minutes in hell, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed our ramblings today.
I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it here. You wouldn't like it, nobody likes it here.